Hello everyone, welcome to Monday Night NASCAR Drive to Survive 100 at Richmond. I'm your host, Alexander Gangler, and today we are watching the end of qualifying here. There's about another 1 minute and 43 seconds left inside of the qualifying session, and then we'll be on for this 130 lap event, and it's just under 100 miles. Currently on the pole position is going to be Austin Story, followed by Ryan Samuelson and then Joseph Lester. And we got, like I said, we have another about just a little bit over a minute here. Not really much going on. I don't think there's any cars on track. Never mind, there is one car on track. And the Tide, number 44, Neil Hale, he's the only car left on track from just doing this qualifying. I don't know how many more laps he has to go, because I believe you're only allowed 1 or 2 laps in this session. But nonetheless, he's doing his laps. Maybe he's doing some practice laps for the event. That's allowed. And there we go. We got the onboard now from his car. We'll see how much more he has to go. That's what it looks like to me. He's just doing laps now at this point, just turning laps. That's allowed. That's actually better to him. So, he's just about done. See, the qualifying session is over. And let's take you through the field. Well, we'll take you through the field here in just a second when we can. When our little thing here is starting to come just a little better here. Alright, starting on the pole position is going to be 23 of Austin Story. He's not quite on the field right now. There he is. He's right there. Then second is going to be Ryan Samuelson. Third is going to be Joseph Lester, and followed up by Barrett Coffey. Fifth place is going to be Damian Lester. Sixth will be Tyler Connolly. Seventh will be Leo Bancasta. Eighth will be Ryan Chernowski. And then your next couple starters, you're going to be ninth place Chris Claude in that 10 machine. Sean Taylor in the number 304 machine. That number is tentative. It should change here in the next couple of races. This is his first or second start here with the M&N League. Starting 11th place will be Neil Hale. 12th will be 16 of Seba. 13th will be Wes Dobbs. 14th will be the 5 of Johnny Gadden. 15th will be the 7 of Jared Jacobs. And 16th will be the 41 of Alan Hinson. We're just letting people grid, do their thing. See the 4 there. There you go. Now you see the 4. He's starting in 4th place. Like I said, you got Joseph Lester in 3rd. There he is. He's on the inside. And then you got the Kit Kat mobile of 23 of Austin Story. 81 car looks like he might need some spot. He has a blacked out car as well, so that would be interesting to see how that goes. I believe we have 2 laps here. Never mind, we're only 1 in the green. Well, that's definitely interesting. Pace car, nope, we're 2 to green. The pace car lights are off, so sorry about that. We're 2 to green here. Now we're 1 to green. pace car should pull back in next time by the field, the pit road. So the field's getting situated. We won't give you scoring and timing here till the drop of the green flag. Probably till two laps in. So don't be worried if you don't see that. Looks like we're having problems in scoring on our end. Sorry about that. We'll hopefully get that fixed here in the next couple laps once the field gets rolling. Hopefully it sorts itself out. If not, we'll just have to manually work out that. So that'd be a little bit of a problem. Anyways, there we go. 23. We'll take the green flag, and off the way the field goes, the 23 takes the green flag, followed by the 81, the 9 car, Joseph Lester, on the inside. They're starting from position number 3. First battle on the track, the 81 on the outside, the 9 on the inside. 9. Trying to make the run on the inside is the preferred line here for the time being. So you got 130 laps of this. 9 cars still trying to battle it out on the inside. Looks like the 81 has the run. The 81 clears the 9. 81 not clear the 9. Now the 9 dives it down into the inside. Looks like the 9 can make that car stick on the bottom a little bit better than the 81. Can make it work on the top. And then with the 81 gaps on an exit, 81 now. Yet again, committed to that high line. Looks like the 9 barely can make it through, but he won't be able to make it as it looks like the 9 car got loose. That's going to allow the 81 of Ryan Samuelson to make it through for now. Looks like the next battle on the track is a little farther back. Looks like we got the 9 of Damian Lester and the 32 of Brian Ternowski. 9. Looks like he's actually starting to make a little bit of gap as we got a battle in front of him. We got the 1 and the 16 cautions out. Let's see if we can find what the caution was for. Maybe for the 16. Oh, it looks like the 41 might have had a problem. Well, let's go look and see what happened to him. Here in a second. Let me go back. Oh. Looks like the 41. Maybe he wasn't the cause of the caution. I thought he was. I think the front end was wrinkled, but... Oh, there we go. 41 just looked like he self-spun. And then... Ooh. That's a... Wow. Yeah, that's a shame for that 41. That's going to be a... Looks like it's going to take him a little bit to work out of here. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back for the restart here. Alrighty, and we're back here. Looks like we got the waiver on here, the 16 of Seba. He is... Looks like now he might be on the lead lap, but... Definitely was not beforehand. So I believe it might be 1 to green here. No, we're still 2 to green. We got the... Let's keep an eye on that pace truck. Sorry, it's the iRacing pace truck this week. iRacing pace truck still currently leading the field around. Making sure they stay about, looks like the pace speed is around 50 miles an hour. That's what the field's going right now. Let's take you on the onboard real fast. I know it's not going to be the regular speed, but here's the onboard of the 23. This is your race leader. Turn 1 and 2. Looks like it's a very easy corner, but it's actually pretty deceptive. You might want to enter. You want to run that apron all the way around, or you want to run that yellow line all the way around. It's hard to keep it down on that line, though. It's hard to get down there. It's hard to keep it down on the line. Same thing down here with 3 and 4. We're getting down here. It's a hard braking zone in 3 and 4. Never figured it out myself on the iRacing service. Ran a couple laps here earlier today just to get a feel for the track. Turn 4. Exiting turn 4 here. It's a tough one. Turn 4. It's easy to get loose, get the car sideways, go up the track. You saw that happen with the 9 on the battle with the 81. The 23 is down low. What's that? That's our little track. Look at we're still looking at the field here. It looks like now they're to the green. Definitely looks like maybe it was a delayed green. It's definitely taking a little bit longer, but these caution laps are a little bit longer than what we had a while back. Now it looks like the field's won the green here. We're going to probably restarting on lap 11 of 130. Alright, so this is going to be a tough track for some of these drivers. And this is only about a third of a mile racetrack here. So, interesting to see how they do. Iris pitch truck makes the hard left-hand turn. Off the way they go. Field is off. The 23 gaps to the field yet again. The 9 of Joseph Lester and the 4 of Bear Coffee. Sorry, never mind. It's the 8 of Joseph Lester. Oh, as the 81 there of Ryan Samuelson. Looks like he hit the wall. Looks like he's going to get that machine rolling again. That machine, it looks like that car got loose off of turn number 2. Off they go. Looks like they're still rolling the 81, trying to chase down the 8. We might have a battle for the fourth place here. We got the 4 and the 1. The 4 on the high side. Trying to run a little bit higher of a lane than the 1 is. The 1 trying to stick it down. And they're still rolling. The 1 trying to get caught up to the 4. It looks like he might have been there. It looks like that actually the 1 car got loose. The 1 car trying to send it in again. Doesn't quite get it done. Oh, the 4 car looks like he's making problems. Oh, we got one around. That's going to be the 81 of Ryan Samuelson. And looks like he might get it going. He's going to get it going. For she self-spun. But all eyes. No, it doesn't look like to be much of a battle really anywhere on the track right now. All pretty much single filed out. Pretty much all the way on back. And with the 81 spinning from second place there. Saying that those corners, your car can get those cars sideways there. Could be a dangerous place to be for some places, but here's the leader again. Making it look easy. Hit the 8 of Joseph Lester. Just making laps. Got Bear Coffee in third place here, trying to make a run here. 1 car now looks like he might be having a little battle here. It looks like we might have the 304 and the 32. 32. Trying to outrun the 304. The 304 looks like he might have a little bit faster laps here. 32 looks like he went up the track. That's going to cost him some time. around the speedway. Oh, as the 32 gets into the fence, he's going to keep it going. But he looks like he rolls up again. Maybe that car got just transferred to be very tight. That 304 is just going to walk on by him like there's no problem there. 304, again, on the bottom line. Oh, maybe the 32 got it rolling again. The issue where he was losing a lot of his time was that where he tries to commit to the bottom line, the car just steps on back out. It have to cost him time. As the 304 almost gets to the rear bumper of the 32. 32 down trying to make it work. Looks like we got the one car in the fence there. He keeps it going straight. 32 again. Running a little bit higher line than we're seeing from any of the other cars. Maybe he has just a very tight setup in the entrance to the exit of the corners. You see the 304 underneath the 32 yet again. 304 running the inside of the circuit. Oh, as the 32 hits the wall, the 32, that car's going to be hurt. Oh, as the 21 goes up the track, the 21 saves it. 32 does as well. And the 21, I don't know, maybe something happened there, or was it just the 32 got tight up the track? I don't know. Oh, the 32 is having more problems. The 32 hits the wall off of 2 again. He's definitely having more than just a simple situation where it's just having problems. Let's watch him go through 1 and 2 again. He's really pinching that 16 down. Doesn't hit the wall that time. He got close, but didn't quite get up to the wall. It's a good thing. It's definitely getting better to where it was. But that 32 Toyota Supra is definitely having some sort of handling problems early in this event. Hopefully he can get that fixed. This is an open setup league, which means that they can change the setups and they can do anything from tire pressure adjustments to brake bias to tape and to, I believe, some sort of suspension adjustments on pit road. That helps those cars handle us a little bit better, especially if you're having a hard, tight or loose condition all the way around the racetrack. You're able to get that fixed because these cars didn't practice in the night; they practiced in the heat of the day, which definitely has some sort of performance problems. Like you can see, the 32 is probably set his car up for the day, ended up now having that tight condition. If you want to go back up, take a look at the leaders again. Oh, it looks like the 32's getting passed again, bound by 5. There's 5 on the inside. 5 taking a low line around. We saw the 32 have problems. Last time he got past the 32 on the high side. 32 is just going to let him on by. He's probably having enough handling problems as it is. Probably doesn't want to have to ruin his tires anymore. Maybe he's trying to save those tires for another time. Since he is having that condition, hopefully he thinks it's probably going to go back into his favor. Got the 88 now, actually, behind the 32. 88 on the inside. 88, just, again, making him look easy. 32 is either letting him by, or 32 just can't hold with these cars anymore because he gets that really bad condition. Oh, as the 32 just get by the 88 again. Oh, as the 32 just hits the wall again. That 32 has had more problems. He's letting everyone by. There's the 81. There's the 10. And the 32 looks like he might be going on the pit road as he locks him up going down the pit road. It's a tough pit road entrance, but he makes it down in there. Maybe he's trying to get some adjustments there. It's all a little battle between the 81 and the 10. There you see it. 81. Oh, looks like he actually have a little bit battle for a little bit farther up ahead. We got the 88 and the 44. 88 on the inside. Well, not really on the inside. Well, he is on the inside. The 88's about a car length ahead of the 44. The 44 trying to catch up to the 88 runs up against the wall. I don't think that was planned. I think that just kind of happens with iRacing. No. 88 kind of just got stuck, almost like you get glued to the wall. Because it looks like we have the yellow out. I don't know for what yet. Maybe possibly it's the 21. Oh, no, not really. Doesn't look like he's having any problems right now. My car does look to be a little bit off the pace currently. I don't know. We'll have to take a look at it. I don't see any reason for the caution to come out. On my scoring and no, my timing and scoring, I don't see anything wrong there. Maybe we heard something there. Oh, you see some car around. The 32 again! That's what the caution came out for. Looks like we are a little bit delayed with our video feed. I was starting to think it was us. The 32. What happened there? Wow. Oh, we have to go a little bit farther back. There's that. Oh, okay, so there's the 32. The 32, you saw him. He looks like he's spun out going into turn 1. And then, oh, hit the wall. The 21 had nothing to do. The 32 had decided nothing he could do either. Wow. Sorry about that noise. Did the other car get it rolling? 32 looks like he got rolling with 21. His day might be done. Nope, he gets it rolling too. Wow, that's a big impact. Looks like that 21 has damage. You see the left front tires definitely are injured. That he has no front, what do you call it? Bumper anymore. It looks like that car currently is in the pits now after we zoom up ahead after those repairs. 32. Actually doesn't look like he has much damage on the right side or the front. On the left side, a little bit of still scraped up on both on the front, but nothing terrible, nothing major. So we got the pace car. Got our leader there, Joseph Lester. Must have made some spots on pit road. Here's a whole 0.8 of a second faster than the 23, who was the leader going in the pit road. That's what won him the lead. And actually, I don't think I have a way to pull this up, do I? No, I don't. I wish I could. Oh, I can. That's the pit lane time of 1 and 2. And the pit box time was 2 seconds to the good for the 23, but 8 minus 2 does not equal negative numbers. That's why Joseph Lester got ahead. It now looks like Joseph's on the outside of the track. This is interesting. I've never seen this one happen. Maybe he liked it the outside as Joseph Lester chose to take off. That car, Joseph Lester, pretty much just clears the field. 23, doing the same. Look at our first battle here is for the 1 and the 4. The 1 car spins around. The 1 car collects the 4. The 4 car on the fence. The 4 car collects the 88. The 88 is involved. The 81's also involved. The caution is back out again. So that 4 car. Doesn't look like much damage on any of those cars, but there's definitely some significant contact. Maybe it's all underlined. Maybe the left side tires definitely caught up in more. Is the yellow out? The yellow should be out there for that. Maybe it's not. Yeah, yellow's back out. That's what I thought. There's some pretty good sized hits for iRace not to throw the yellow. You see the ambulance lights have they're all on. That means that caution's out. And let's go back and take a quick look back at what happened. Oh, we didn't zoom out quite far enough. We definitely saw it start with the 4. and the 1. 4 and the 1. Looks like they just all got caught up in the same kind of mess there. 4. Looks like the 1, if we look at the 1, it looks like he spun out into the 4, collected both of them. 4 went back up the track and collected a couple more. But here's your current leader. The 23 is back. The 8 of Joseph Lester. Never mind, he's now returned as the leader. Maybe he had to get slowed up. Maybe he got checked up by someone. We're going to take another quick break here. We'll be back. Alright, and we're back. So, you can see the 8's the leader. You got a couple of them getting some damage repairs. And just kind of waiting for this field to go by. We're already in lap 41 of 130. So just a little bit under third of the way through this event. Definitely should go by pretty fast. I don't see why it doesn't. Had a couple early cautions, but we'll see. Ours currently waiting as now we are 1 to green now. I got a couple different camera views of we're going to use for this restart. I think this one's going to be the one we're going to use. We got that 8 car. Doesn't look like it quite has a number, but we'll get that sorted out. Hopefully for the next event that we do of this league. 23 pace car is off. The 23 try to get a jump as the 8 car just never got going. Got a bump from the 16. 8 car pretty much clears the field. So is the 23. The 16. Same problem. So now we got the first really battle here is for 4th place. You got the 88, then the 81. The 81 has some damage. He's been caught in that last yellow. The 44 goes way up the track. The 44, he just got tight, but the 88 just takes pretty much that spot, 4th place position, without any battle. 81 now. I think he's just trying to finish out this race now with that damage. I don't know if they get this fixed by racing or not. It does look pretty significant. Those wheels are cambered out pretty much, which means they're kind of, if you look at some of those camera angles, you can see the wheel is bent to the one side. So we may, someone hit the wall. 81, still trying to get up to the 88. I'm surprised that 81's having as good as a driver as he is after all that damage. 81 diving in, and the 88 goes way up the track. The 81 has a spot. It's not clear yet. 81 is now clear. Up the 88 now trying to pull off the 44, as we saw he had a problem earlier. The 88 maybe also have some handling issues. There's a little bit of damage in that machine as well. The 44. The 44 still trying to make it. I think he was trying to use the outside there. 88 went up to block. 88 maintains 5th place. Is about 5th place. For 5th place. Looks like we might have one behind him looking in as well. 88 on the bottom. 44 trying something up top. 44 does get up to him. He won't have him clear by the start of the corner. It's 44 trying to keep it driving off the corner. 44 has the run, and the 44 does make the pass. The 88 now on the inside, now trying to battle the 5. 5 trying desperately to get up to the 88. The 88. Oh, it looks like he has handling problems. It looks like he might have had a little bit of a loose condition going into the corner, as he now just completely misses the corner. That's the problem for him. Got a little bit of a battle for the lead here. The 8 car and the 16. The 8 car trying to really hold off the 16. The 16 definitely has some runs for the 8. It's going to be interesting. The 16 up, tries to go up high. 16 doesn't have anything that works out for him. The 8 now trying to make something work. The 16. Oh, there's some contact. The 16 doesn't quite make the move, but there definitely has been some contact between those two going to turn number 1. 16, they try to pull off the bump and run. Doesn't quite work out well at Richmond. You can do it, but 16 now up to the high side. 16 trying to make the pass on the 8. The 8 so far can hold off his own. They have a car going off the pit road. The 8 car trying to hold off the 16. The 16 pretty much just clears the 8. Now the clears under battle by the 23. The 23 doesn't have anything to work for him. And put the 16 up to the top spot. As we've crossed 50 laps into this race. 16 now trying to make that gap. The 8 car as the 23 is trying to get up to him. You see the 16, he got a little sideways. He's been having that problem pretty much every corner since he got up to the lead. Maybe that clean air has maybe caused a problem or two for him. Oh, as the 16 hits the wall, looks like maybe also the 23 did as well. 16 trying to get away from the 8. Looks like there isn't really much of a gap though, as we got the 81 up there trying to hold off of the 5. The 5 on the inside, the 81 on the outside. The 5 not clear yet. The 81's going to have to run off the corner. The 81 not going to be clear as the 5 by the corner entrance. The 5's going to really dive it in there. The 81's clear. The 5 wants to slow down. As soon as he got to the corner, oh, the 81 up on the wall. He's hit the wall a couple times. The 5 goes way down the track. The 81's just going to be slow on the corner. The 5's going to get him by just fine. So it looks like we had, the 8 must have hit the wall. The 23 now. Trying to get by the 8. The 23 on the inside. The 8's kind of running that second line up. Not really the second line up, but it's like 1.5 line. It's not really in the lanes either. It's just kind of a different line I've never really seen ran here. The 23 now just kind of following the 8. Looks like that momentum the 23 had is all gone. Maybe the 8 might make a little mistake though, you never know. The 8 car trying to drive away from the 23. The 23 is really struggling to get up to the 8 though. The 8 car runs a weird line going to turn 3. He really gets on the apron. It's going to slow him up a lot. It's 23 gets on to the bottom of the 8. The 8 car now can't really do much about it. 23 tries to send it in. 23 not clear yet. The 8's going to have to drive on off. The 8 car going to be as the 23 is in the fence. The 23 he's not going to lose a lot of speed because luckily it was at the entrance of the corner. But it's definitely going to hurt his momentum. He might have actually got to the 8, but now the 23 on the inside yet again. 23 trying to get slow down. Tried to cut the corner just a little bit. The 8 just keeps on driving by. The 8 car. You see the 23 yet again gets up to that fence. Kept it off the fence though, but he got way up there. You can see how he tried to dive back down. So now it looks like the 23 is on the barrel from the 44. The 44 on the inside. The 23 on the outside. The 44 is trying to make the pass. The 23 is trying to defend here. So we see the outside line. It's almost more like a Bristol, where the inside line is definitely the preferred line. Oh, as the 44 blocks him up, he missed the corner. But what I was saying though was the outside line is the best lane for the fence. And the inside line, you can get up people, but you just can't get past them without a mistake on the outside. So we are watching this battle. It's about a 4-car battle now for about 4 cars within 1 second, just a little bit, maybe a little bit under 1 second. The 16 is really here, followed by the 8, the 23, and third. Sorry, the 23 is in third. The 23 trying to make his way up the pack. The 8 car looks like he's trying to make a little bit of ground. I don't know if he is or not. As the 44 is making some ground on the leader though. So I won't be surprised if we keep watching that interval between the 8 and the 16 go down. So again, we have that 44 battle. Looks like that's going to be the interesting thing to watch here for third. The 44 trying to do some separate things. He's trying to get himself out there at least. So you see the 23 trying to send it into underneath the 8. He did have the line, but had it slowing up, so he didn't go up into the 8 car. The 23. Again, just proving my point here. Looks like cars can get to the bottom of the track. They can get up to about halfway of the car, and they can't do much else. They get sorted back behind without a mistake. If that car on the outside makes a mistake, then they clear him. But without that mistake, I don't know what it is, but that car on the outside gets that little bit extra drive off from just having that little bit longer of a racetrack. That's how it goes. As the 44 bumps the 23, the 44 up high. May tried to pull the bump and run. Oh, as the 16 gets wrecked out by a lap car, the 23 also goes around. Caution is hopefully out. That took out a lot of runners. It looked like maybe the 9 car had a problem. And wow, what a big problem for these leaders. Let's go back and look at that one there. So it looks like the 9 car is just running laps. That's fine. And then wow. So definitely have to get a different TV camera on that. Maybe we can get the blimp camera. Maybe we can get this little higher up camera here. So the 9 held his line. The 16 just drove up into him. Maybe didn't expect him to be that slow. But wow, did it take out a lot of the top runners there. Puts the 8 car to... No, never mind. Pit stops are happening now. 41's, it looks like he's up to the top spot. I haven't talked about him all race. 9 car looks like he's going to get his lap back. I'm going to go look at some of this damage I hear from some of these cars. As it does look like now the 41's going to pit. But the 8 car, he's now... It looks like he might be sorted out as a leader. And he will. He doesn't have any damage. He's the only one of those that don't have damage. The 44 has a little bit of side damage. We saw him make contact with the 9. The 16, who was the leader, has a lot of front end damage. Looks like he also has some side damage on that right hand side. And the other car, the 5, as he hits the cone, also has some front end damage from hitting the wall. What a big turn of events. So now the 81 is the first car laps down. He's 8 laps down. Looks like he may be off the racing surface at this point. But if we can go back to that point where the caution came out. Oh, wait, no, what? Now it's way. Well, that doesn't really show much. I was gonna see from I was gonna want to see from the 5. Just see he gets caught up in it. But I just kind of want to see from his perspective. Of what happened though. Well, maybe we can go to a car maybe a little bit closer here. Maybe the 23. Because this has big implications for this race. These are the top cars. No, maybe we won't have to go to the 8. Because the 8 car looks like he might have only had the... Oh. Now let's see, that shows something completely different. That shows the 9 going down. Anyways, we are one to green. And we got the... Well... The leader looks like he's going to be the... It's going to be the 8 car still. As it looks like we have delayed the green flag. Once more. Oh, never mind. Off and away we go. The 9 takes the lead. That's how it looks like he is. As the 44, again, doesn't restart well. The 16 now making his way around the track with that damaged race car. The 16 up to second place. The 44 kind of slots his spot in third. Oh, as the 9 gets, as the 8 gets swapped out of the way, the 16 gets slipped, slides up the track after hitting the 8. The 16 now just, again, slow on the outside. The 44 trying to make the pass on the outside. Doesn't have anything there. 16 maybe he'll get back up to the 8 car. Maybe he's trying to turn him as we are well over halfway now. And it's 130 lap race for the Drive to Survive 100. The 8 car doesn't really pull away like we've seen the leaders do before. Maybe they're starting to learn his restart pattern. The 16, about half a car length away. The 16 now to the bottom of the track. The 16 dives it in and doesn't clear the 8. Turns the 8 up the track. The 8 saves it. Oh, as the 16 wrecks out. The 16 slides up the track. That's going to be yellow as the 41, the 5 get caught back up into it. Oh, what another horrible crash for the top runners. Those were the 4th and 5th place runners, as well as the leader at the time. Now, this is a little bit more cut and paste in my opinion. This is... That's a little bit further. Oh wait, this, in my opinion, is the race control. Oh, what? It's a little bit easier to call. The 16 goes up the track into the 8. The 16 really hurt himself here. The 8 doesn't have much damage. The 16 now hits the wall and gets hit again and collects 3 other cars. That's the problem, in my opinion, with that one. As we see, the 8 car now, still your leader. And the 16 now is in pit. Well, he's not on pit road, but he definitely has some damage. Maybe he's mad about that earlier wreck, the last caution that took him out from the lead. But at the same time, you can't fault him for that. That's definitely a tricky one to call. I would definitely call that on the. I'll definitely like to call that one on the 16 there. Just from what I saw, it's pretty easy to see he drove up the track and into the 8. Again, like I said, though, the 8's in the lead. The 16 lost 4 spots. So at the end of the day, it doesn't hurt the 16 at all. But in turn, it costs other drivers more. So, I don't know. That's a weird one. I don't know what the 16 was thinking. Maybe he overdrove the exit. Maybe he got loose. Maybe his car got tight. I haven't really seen how his car was handled much after the wreck. Maybe he overestimated his equipment and just missed the corner. I keep saying this. So this is just a weird caution and accident to look at. Now the 16 may have lost a couple more spots. He's trying to get some damage fixed. And now 16 lost 6 spots from that caution. After this caution, we have the 81 pit that caution under that caution. Rosberg just took the 1 green. The 21 pit, we got the 81 that's also pit, the 41 pit, and the 5 pit. All those cars pit for either damage repairs or they just want to take tires. The teams were allowed to have 2 sets of tires for this race, so that may have also been part of it. Might have been a factor in. So like I said, we are taking the 1 to green. The racing pace truck is pulled off, and yet again off from where the field goes. Well, the 8 car goes, while the 8 cars have jumped. I keep calling the 9 car because in a different series in this league, as we got someone that had a problem. Looks like maybe the 5 did, or the 16 spun on his tires, whatever it was. The 16 is definitely trying to battle back from it now. We're just going to go back to this camera for a little while here. The 5 and the 9 now are battling out. The 5 on the inside, the 9 on the outside. The 5 pretty much just drives by the 9 like he stopped. The 9 might be having problems here. So let's see how slow he is, how much easily he gets past it. This 16 now drives it way deep into the corner, gets past the 5. And even though the 5 is not racing him for any positions, it's just he drove on by. Looks like there also may be a battle here for the lead. As you see, it was tied last timing loop. The 8 and the 44. The 44 is on the inside. The 8's on the outside. The 8 trying to keep his line again. But from what we've seen with these leaders, the 8's just going to keep his spot for the time being. As we looks like we might have had one go around into the fence. The 4 spun it, hits the fence. Green flag is going to stay out though. It's the 8 and the 44 keep going out. The 44 down again on the inside. The 44 can't quite get more than about halfway up to the 8's door, and then the leg again. The 4 drives on by. The 44 can't get by him. The 44 now on the outside yet again. Maybe he's trying something there. Just a weird way these battles have looked. I don't quite know what it is. We've seen it's kind of the same way at Bristol, like I said. But it's just a weird way of seeing it because the inside just such a shorter way around the track. As you see now, the 44, he hits the 8's door, pushes him up the track. The 44 though looks like he might have had a problem. Got way backed up. Now he's battling the 1. The 1 on the outside. The 44 on the inside. The 1 on the outside is just going to go right on by. The 44 maybe has some problems. See, right, he was just way slowed up after that. The 44 looks like he got his speed back, but he definitely slowed up. Now, yeah, we got that 10 car. Looks like he may have had he's been through some trouble there. He's definitely having some handling problems. He's off the pace by a good 10 miles an hour through the corners. We got a battle there. Let's go back to that battle between the 44 and the 1. The 1 on the inside. The 44 might be trying to go on the outside. And 44 is just going to stay behind the 1 for now. The 1 holding his spot for... It's the battle for second place. This is definitely an important battle for the event. You never know, we might have another yellow the way we're talking about this. And the 44 on the inside, the 1 on the outside. The 44 trying to send it in. He's a little bit higher than we've seen shrimp passes being made, but again, the 1 won't let him by. And the 44 on the inside, the 1 yet again on the outside. Yet again. It's been having the same problem. The 44, it's just... Oh, as now he pushes the 1 kind of up the track. 44 is going to get on by. Finally, so one of the first couple passes we've seen on the outside. So he may have used the 41 as a pick. 41 looks like he may have had more handling problems. It's definitely a problem for the 41 as he looks like he might have some speed back in that car. But it's just he has not been having the pace that he's needed to stay up front. Yet again, the outside line going to be taken by the 1 car. The inside line going to be from the 41. The 41, again, doesn't wrap the apron. If you've seen like the 8 car do, the 41 is just kind of running about maybe half to a quarter of a car width above that line. You can see how much it's pushing them all out. Which I think is pretty interesting. Now, again, the 41 cleared the 1. The 1 might give a push to the 41. He does. The 1 back down to the inside. And then... For 1 on the outside, the 41 on the inside. And yet again... 41 just gets right on by the 1. So you see the 41. Oh, there's contact. The 41 gets rear-ended by the 1. You keep it going straight. And yet again. The 1 car now just looks like maybe he's even off the pace. So 41 just drives right on by the 8 car now on a battle from the 44. The 8 car trying to stay on out and definitely trying to battle it out. The 44 looks like now he lost a little bit of time to the 8. The 8 car now looks like he's running a different line than what we've seen though. Everyone's running these different lines from what we've seen in practice. In practice we saw everyone wrapping as the caution looks like it's back out. We're trying to find maybe who could have been. Oh, it looks like we have the 10 car up against the fence. Looks like for here, looks like there's some sort of sparks. Maybe someone's having some connection problems. And I don't know how the 10 car gets caught up in this, maybe in this next turn here. Oh, as someone spins out in front of them, looks like maybe the 16 yet again. I'll definitely have to go back a little bit further away. Let's go. Oh. let's look at this again. It looks like it was going into turn 1. 16. He's having connection problems. That's what the going in and out means. He hits the wall again, goes on out, but he slows way up. Okay, that's not the problem though. It's going to the corner. Oh, the 88 just got a little piece of the 16. The 16 went up the track, and 10 cars had nowhere to go. Actually, looks like he got piled in by the 32. That was about a 4-car incident. Pit road's closed. Caution's back out. And at this time, we would also like to thank K2 Sauce. K2 Sauce, that partner for this channel here. Partner for another league that we do broadcast to. K2 Sauce, the sauce you only need. You can get that at the Made in America store. They have a website, madeamerica.com. You can get K2 Sauce. And it looks like we have the 8 car still the leader of this 130 lap event, as we will take lap 100 under yellow. The pace truck definitely is getting their use today. The iRacing, wonderful the iRacing paint scheme they have for that truck. Actually, personally, I like it. Some other people haven't really cared much for it, and it's been definitely an interesting event. For some others, you see we have the 5, possibly the car in front of him, that might be the 10. He got some damage from that last caution. Really though, the 8 car, other than a little bit of damage in the rear end of that car, is undamaged. The 44 almost looks pristine. The 1 car has had some problems in the front end of that car. The 41 has had some problems. The 32 and everyone else behind them looks like they've all had their fair share of problems. So we have had the 32, the 88, the 10, the 9, the 16, and the 5, and the 21 all have hit under this last caution here. So it looks like we are 1 to green yet again. The iRacing pace trucks, remember, make that hard left-hand turn back onto pit road, as we're going to take lap 102 when we restart. Again, the 8 car has an insane jump. Not really that big of a jump, actually. I thought I was going to get the 44, got that car rolling. Maybe the 8 car was a little late on his upshift to 4th. It's the 44. Oh, it's the 1 car really gets it sideways. It's the 44 trying to battle the 8. Let's go back to that 1 car there. He really got sideways off the corner. Lost a lot of time. The 1 car now trying to battle the 41. The 41 on the outside. The 1 on the inside. The 1 trying to make the move on the 41. Sorry, never mind. The 1 on the defending. The 41's on the outside. Looks like he's going to make the pass. The 1 losing spots as we speak. That car's having handling problems. The 16 now on the inside trying to take. Oh, a 16 he gets loose. The 16 is in the grass. He doesn't even have a rear spoiler anymore. That car definitely doesn't have any rear downforce anymore, I can tell you that. No rear downforce. The caution looks like it's out. Maybe also possibly the 4's had a problem. And we've had the 4. He was definitely slow. We saw the 6 rounds the 16 had. So the 4 looks like he might be having some connection problems. It looks like the 9 maybe in front of him. Yeah, that's what the 9 also got sideways in front of him. The 4 slow to roll. And that's what caused, I think, the yellows, that 4 car stopping on the track there. As the 8 car is still your leader. He's had a pretty good run here. You know, we always talk about the Darlington stripe in NASCAR, about how those cars, you know, can get up against that fence. It looks like we're having some Richmond stripes here on that right hand side there. See all that paint worn off of the right side of the 9. Maybe that's why some of these cars are running black paint schemes, to see how much paint gets wore off of it. As now, I think the only undamaged car practically is the 9 car. Every other car has had problems today, and it's not like the 8 Joseph Lester's not been caught up in stuff either. He has, but he's been able to shake it off. It's been very minimal damage, very minor contact, and then it's definitely interesting. The 8 car. It's just leading the field under yellow. It's becoming a common sight, all too common. We started off good. The field's kind of started to get more aggressive. Those cars definitely getting more and more damage. And it's definitely becoming an interesting way to see. Again, that 16, I don't know how that car is driving anymore. Look at the back end of that car. There's nothing to it. There's no spoiler. That has no real downforce. That has no rear downforce. I don't know how that car drives, but I would definitely want to be in that one. I'm personally surprised he's going to go get that thing fixed, as we do have one in the green now. The 8 car is going to be leading us off again. Looks like he's choosing. The leader's able to choose their line. That's interesting. The 8 car chooses the outside, the 41 on the inside. To start this race off. Here's going to be starting over for this restart with about 21 to go. You have the 8 Joseph Rester, the 41 Alan Hinson, the 32 Brian Turnowski, the 1 of Tyler Connolly, and the 10 of Chris Claude. We haven't seen him much up in the top 5 until the start of here, as the pace car rolls off the field, and the 8 car gets a jumpy yet again. The 41 doesn't quite get going nearly as fast as he did in previous starts. The 32 now under attack by the 1. The 1 kind of backs out of it. Nope, never mind. The 32 now. Still under attack by the 1. Still doesn't make much of a difference. The 32 clears the 1, and the 1's going to have to get on by him. You got the 16, the 10. The 10 on the outside, the 16 on the inside. The 16 now making moves with that car. It's pretty much destroyed as it possibly can get. You have the 10 and the 4. The 4 on the outside. It looks like we might be having some problems on the track. Oh, we do. We got the 9 and the 5. Looks like both those cars are able to get it rolling. And it's going to be the end of that confrontation. Got a battle here now between the 32 and the 1. The 1 on the inside, the 32 on the outside. The 32 hits the wall. And 32 rolls up the track. Doesn't quite clear the lane as he kind of just goes up on where the 16 was trying to go. The 16 now. It's the battle for 4th place. The 16 on the inside. The 32 on the outside. The 16 just kind of rolls on by the 32. The 32 just, again, nowhere to go. We've definitely seen that outside line definitely start working now. That outside line finally got rubber in. Maybe it's starting to cool down enough for that. People can make passes. We've seen it happen quite a bit actually now. So looks like we got a battle here for the lead finally. On the outside, we got the 8 car. Oh, and the 41 hits the 8. The 41 up in the air. Collects the 1. Collects a 16. Caution is out. That collects a couple more of the front runners. Wow. We're going to have to look at that again. Wow. Here's coming off the turn 4. The 41 chasing down the 8. And he just gets underneath him. And then from what I gathered from that, I think maybe 8 came down. We're definitely going to have to look again. Here's our eyes in the sky. 41 and the 8. The 8. It's going to be coming off of turn 2. So here we go. We're on turn 1 right now. The 8 on the outside. The 44. Okay, the 8 pinches him down. Oh, and they both kind of go up in each other. And then just into the 1. Into the 16. It took out majority of your top 5. The 1 car's day is done. His race is over. He has that motor pretty much. He has that pop motor. That's going to end his day. As now we have the 41, the 1, the 4, the 5, and the 9 all have pit so far into this last caution period. And this race definitely took a turn. We started with 16 cars. I'm only counting 1. About 7 cars on the track. Well, there could be some of them on pit road. Again, the 8 car is really the only one that doesn't have damage at this point. Let's go take a look at them all. The 16, the 32, he's been caught in a fair share. Actually, that car is fairly clean too. The 10 car's injured. The 44, that car looks pretty clean compared to some other ones as well. The 21, that car's injured. The 4, that car also looks pretty good, except the back end is pretty much crumpled up. The 5, that car has been in and out pit road. He has front end damage. And the 9, that car also looks pretty clean after all the incidents he's been caught up in. I gotta say. But we're definitely taking a quick look. We're definitely watching this 8 car. He's been, at this point in time, he's led a lot of laps, but at the same time, there's also time for a lot for that to change. Looks like he might choose the outside for this restart. He's been definitely doing a lot on the outside. So we might got the 9 car here. Anyways, 1 to green. And we got the 8 and the 16. The 16 on the inside. We've seen problems with these 2 cars before. And I don't know. It's starting to get crazy. We're going to restart with about 11 to go. 11 to go in this race. The 16, which, again, I don't know how that car is handling without any of that extra help from the back end of that car. But it's not having any problems, it looks like. The 8 gets okay. The 8 takes off. The 9 or 16 doesn't really take off either. Again, that the leader gets just a amazing start on iRacing. It's definitely the advantage of being the leader for restarts, but that's beyond the point. The 16 definitely has his work cut out for him. The 32 trying to race his way back up to the front. The 4 and the 10. The 10 again made his way up to the top 5, which has definitely been a big thing for that car. He's definitely had his fair share of problems throughout the event. But I think all eyes are going to be on this 8 car here. Can he make it to the end? Without that 16, he's catching it behind him. Who knows? Oh, it looks like we got these two tied here at the line. The 4 and the 32. The 32 on the inside. The 4 is on the inside. The 4 gets sideways. So does the 32 to keep it going straight. The 4 side drafts. She's trying to side draft the 32. The 4 on the inside. Makes the move on the 32. The 32 is going to slot back in 4th place. Move the 4 up the 3rd. You know, got a battle here for 5th. The 5 just pretty much clears on by. The battle for the lead. Kind of simmered down so far. We don't know how that 8 car is handling. He hasn't pit for 25 laps. Same as the 16. The next car, the first car in fresher tires, is that 4 car there. He's pitted 8 laps ago. Can he do it? Can the 4 car make it to the lead? He has, like I said, he has the freshest rubber. You saw the 8 car. He got really loose on coming up back to that corner. The 8 car now up the track. The 16 on the inside. The 8 car is going to get the run off the corner as it's 3 wide. This 8 car keeps the lead. The 16 still in second. The 16 now is under pressure from the 4. The 4 on the inside. The 16 on the outside. The 16 defending. The 8 car goes up the block. The 8 car up the track, the block, the 16. This is helping up the 4. As the 8 car now goes down the block, the 4. The 4 clears the 16 for second. The 16 now going back on the offensive, trying to get by the 4. As the 8 car is just blocking both these lanes, can't block them for long. The 4 car now, a Barrett Coffee on the inside, 8 on the outside. The 4 is just going to use that inside to his advantage. He thinks he's helping him out. The 8 car now. 2 second. The 4 car takes the lead. First leader we've had for a long time in this event. With 5 to go in this race, it's definitely ramping up. The 8 car. Looks like he might be starting to fall off. The 8 car now trying to hold on for second. The 8 car gets bumped once. He gets bumped twice. He keeps it going straight though. The 16 now trying to desperately get up to second. Maybe he's trying to do something here. The 16 drives it in. Bumps the 8 again. The 8 car definitely is not being given any breaks by the 16. The 16 is using every little advantage he has, every little trick he has in the notebook. This is the time he needs it for 3 to go. 16 is trying to make back up the first. The 16 bumps the 8 again. The 16 now on the inside dives it down low. 16 runs up the track, runs up against the 8. The 8 car make contact. The 8 car on the fence. The 8 car keeps it going straight. The 16 the second. The 8 car now is under battle from the 5. The 5 on the inside. He has fresher tires as well. But as the 8 car of Joseph Lester goes up right up into the fence. That's going to give the spot to the 5. With 2 to go, I think this one might just be in the books. As again, we see a final lap. The 4 car. He used strategy. He has the fresher tires. Used everything he had in the notebook. Got by the 8, as it looks like we may have a problem in the back. That doesn't matter. The 4 car. He's going to take the checkered flag. We got a little battle here for second. Looks like that was given the Seba by 9 thousandths of a second. Wow. Got Joseph Lester in 4th. Brian Tanowski in 5th. But we have to go back and look at this little finish here. Okay. Wow, that's close. That's definitely close. And I can't imagine that one. We're definitely hoping we're going to have some interviews here for you. We're just going to sit tight here. We're going to have a couple of them hopefully making their way down to the interview area that we have set up here. Again, we have that 4 car burning it down right now. And that 4 car is definitely just burning down, taking the checkered flag, taking the virtual checkered flag. He's doing is just burning it down. Congratulations to Barrett Coffee there. That was a pretty good victory. It looks like he may have hurt that motor. That's gonna be that won't be a problem for this next week though. As we're going to Chow Day, we're using a different package. Oh, as that motor pops for the 4 acceleration, gone way too far. We're gonna have this finishing order here in just a second. So hoping we're gonna have some interviews here, but looks like we may not. But here's your results here. We got in first place Barrett Coffee. Second place is going to be Seven. Third place is going to be the 5 car of Downey Gad. Fourth is going to be Joseph Lester. Fifth is going to be Brian Charnowski. Sixth is going to be 44 of Neil. Seventh is going to be the 9 of Damian Lester. Eighth is going to be the 10 of Chris Collard. And then starting with the cars that were out of the event, the 1 car of Tyler Conley, the 41 car of Alan Hinson had their fair share of problems in this event as well. The 88 of Leo Mikowska and 21 of Wes Dobbs. Both of those cars were in it, but they couldn't make back much more spots than what they had due to problems earlier in the event. The 23 of Austin's Story, the 81 of Ryan Samuelson, the 304, again, that's a tentative number that will be changed hopefully by next week. That's going to be awarded the 15th place. He also was out of the event, same as the 7 car of Derek Jacobs. And that may possibly be it here. Not sure if we're going to get any interviews in here. And maybe not. You know, I'll go give that a check. I'll be back real fast. I'm going to go talk to some of my production people here. Just give me a second. And it looks like to me that we're not going to have any interviews, sadly. But with that, we're going to end it off. And as always, it was a fun one. It was a fun race to watch. But all of them have to eventually come to an end. Thank you all for watching. This was